So yeah, sorry Spotify, but I think you need to address this and do something about it. Hey guys, welcome to the studio. Today another special episode, no regular vlog, not sharing with you how I make my music, not sharing with you like how I advance with my music career step by step. Today it's all about, again, Spotify. I already made an episode like 1.5 weeks ago. I will link it up there about how the charts are being manipulated, fake plays, how all of this is going on, and how money is actually being laundered through Spotify. And this is basically part 2 because something happened, like Vanessa's, my girlfriend's sister. I was there, I think 3-4 days ago, and they told me that they always, when they listen to Spotify, it keeps on switching the songs. So just randomly, they listen to usually like children's music because they got a baby. They listen to it, and then in between it just starts switching to another song. And I think that song was something like bitch money, bitch money, bitch money, like all the time, just repeating. A really weird song. I don't think it's good. Yes, it's catchy because it's repeating the same word all over again for like 3 minutes. But it was kind of weird. My first question was, of course, if they share their account with anyone else, and that person might be switching the track. And they said no, they're just the only 2 ones using it. So I got really curious and I had to kind of check what's going on. So I took their phone and filmed it with my phone to capture what it's doing and how it's behaving. And it was really weird. I switched to one of my songs, let it play, and then after like 30-40 seconds, it switched back again to that one song. Later on, it switched again to another song, but the same album, the same artist, and in countless other cases again to the first song. And I asked them if it's always the same song, and they said, yeah, it's 90% of the time that one song, which is really odd, because if someone else would use their account, they would listen to other stuff. If someone else hacked their account to save the money for Spotify, that's also really odd. I mean, who would go through the trouble to hack a Spotify account just to save the few bucks per month, plus always being annoyed by someone else switching the songs again? So I thought it's probably someone actually hacking it and using it to get more plays on a certain track. Very obvious, I think. If you're still not convinced, a couple of months ago, a German YouTube channel made a documentary about hacking Spotify and faking themselves with a fake song into the charts. One of those hackers wanted to speak out about this entire topic. And in one scene, he like just clicks enter, and his computer is starting to open tabs and tabs and tabs on his Chrome browser and logging into Spotify. And in my case, the phone also always switched to a Chrome browser, because I mean, if you do those fakes, you do it on a Windows PC, that's the easiest. You won't use the phone to do it or play it on Sonos, so it always switched the sound to a Chrome browser. And also the last couple of days, I had time to look a little deeper into those 7 minutes that I recorded of the behavior of that phone. And I found out that it switches every 40 seconds, like exactly every 40 seconds. And as we all know, Spotify counts after 30 seconds a song as a play and gives money to that person. And it didn't matter where I switched to, it always did the same thing. It searched for that song and it hit play on that song. So I'm 100% sure someone automated, programmed this phone that got hacked to behave this way. I asked if their information, their email address or their password was ever hacked in any kind of case. And they actually said yes, they checked it on a website. I will link that website down below. It checks your email address, if it ever got hacked, and if it's in one of those hacking databases. If it says yes, immediately switch out your password. So I think they just fish for your email, for your password on other websites, and then just try to log in with it into Spotify. Because a lot of people, let's be honest, use the same password on all of their kind of services that they use. And which really confirms it is, I just called them before making this video to make sure. The day I was there, they of course immediately switched the password. And they told me ever since this is not happening anymore at all, not a single time anymore. So yes, this is really happening. People hack into accounts to generate fake streams. And a lot of people do it. I think even major labels are involved in it. I think even your favorite artist, your favorite label is doing it. A lot of labels offer you to send them demos to release on their label. And if you want to send them the demo, you have to give them your Spotify information, and they will then use it to generate fake streams. It's a weird system, but yeah, they just think about how to gain the most benefit for them, and they will do whatever it takes. And I know a lot of people will say this was always the case, and there's nothing you can do about it. Back in the days, people were sent out to stores to buy CDs just to get the sales up. And nowadays it's fake streams. But I think Spotify has the opportunity here to actually prevent it and make music the fairest it ever was. And I know I'm calling out Spotify here to do something, but I have to say, as a user, I love Spotify. As a musician, I love Spotify. 90% of my money is being generated through Spotify. Without Spotify, I wouldn't have this studio. I wouldn't have the vocal booth, and for sure not the huge big A studio. I think this needs to be addressed by Spotify as soon as possible. This can't go on. I think they could prevent it if they wanted to, and I hope they want to prevent it, because I know they still make more money with letting those fakes pass through, because this means more accounts, more fake accounts. Some of those hackers actually create accounts and pay these kind of accounts, so it's more money for Spotify, but it actually hurts the music community. It hurts smaller artists that are not faking their way into the charts. Because as you might know, Spotify is collecting all of the money from all of the people that subscribe to it, all of the people that do it for free and listen to the advertisement. And it gets divided among all of the plays that are taking place in a certain period of time. So the more fake plays you feed into the system, the less actually the ones that don't fake actually get, which is kind of unfair. Why shouldn't someone that just starts out making music get his fair share, and with that being able to make even better music and advance? And yes, this might not hurt that much at the moment, but in the long run, it will definitely change music. And another factor is if a lot of shitty German hip-hop music is in the top 10 of the charts, a lot of young people think about copying it, or they just copy it to copy the success, but the success is actually fake, and then they also make shitty music and do not advance with it, and then fake their way also into the charts. So it's like an endless circle of shit. And I think it's Spotify's responsibility to stop it. They could ban accounts that have like a weird behavior. If it's a hacked account, maybe first send out an email to the person that owns it and ask them to change the password, or even force them to change it. Maybe implement a system where only the first 5 plays on a song per day actually count. If it's more than 5, it doesn't count anymore. I think someone told me they already do it with like 10 plays, so you can only stream a song 10 times per day and it actually counts. I'm not sure about that. That's a rumor. It would be smart if they would actually do it and prevent the fake and hacked streams to be counted towards all of the other plays. I don't know if they just do it for the charts or also for the payment system, but that would be definitely a first step. And I think that Spotify has here a great platform, a great opportunity, because they already have their algorithms. You can love them or hate them, but I personally actually think they're quite fair. If a song is good, more people listen to it, it will be even pushed to more people. So if you make good music, even as a small artist, I have some people on my label, I've released their music, we did like a little bit of promotion, but their songs were really strong and they actually got up to 500,000 of plays. That this would have never been possible before the era of Spotify. So the algorithms already promote good music in a way that I think it's not ideal, it's not perfect, but it's the best system we ever had. Now Spotify just really needs to take care of those fake kind of plays, get them out of the system, do something against it. And I think that they have enough people working for them that are smart. I'm sure they can come up with something that solves this immediately. So let me know what you think about this situation. If you knew about it, if you're shocked and that's totally new to you, what do you think should Spotify do? Will you keep on using Spotify as a user? Will you keep on using it as an artist? How do you see the future if this fake shit is still going on and is increasing? Is the only way to get like an initial amount of plays on Spotify to actually get some fake plays to get everything started? I don't know. I just wish that Spotify would do something. So thanks a lot for watching. That's it for today. Tomorrow back again to the normal stuff, showing you how I make my music, how I'm trying to finish my album. I'm closer to finishing another song, and then hopefully soon being able to present to you the entire album. And then there's of course also the business stuff I have to deal with at the moment. So yeah, see you tomorrow for another vlog.